guys, what is going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to the Cards and Castles video. Of course, this time joined by our special guest once again, Jump. I, for some reason, stuttered on that one, but Jump is here with us. Say hello, Jump. Say what's going on.
Hi.
And today, we are going to be jumping back into a mode that some of you guys might remember. We did a while back where I kind of developed it with another player, known as Castle Wars. And if you guys don't know how this works, me and Jump both have a very specific deck. And that deck is kind of used for one objective and one objective only. To pull each castle right next to each other, and then have Arcanon, which randomize a lot of spells, have a lot of buff spells, and of course that just kind of makes, or at least the idea is to have one huge castle, and then destroy, just bash against the other castle. That's how this is going to work. So we're going to show you guys the deck list real quick before we jump into some matchups. We'll probably do 3 matchups, maybe like a best of 3, but we'll see how that goes in the matchup itself. So Jump, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's go ahead and jump to the deck list first and show them what we're working with. Alright, so here is our deck list that we're working with for the Castle Wars. Now, like I said, if you do want to replicate this with a friend or another player, you do need to both have the exact deck list. Honestly, it's not too expensive when we're looking at deck prices. The only things you guys are going to have to need are at least 3 copies of Winds in the Nord, as well as 3 copies of Arcanon. Hell, you can probably even lower Arcanon. I wouldn't say he's an absolute must-have at 3. Maybe, if you have 3, recommend certainly adding him in there for more consistency. But, 1 or 2 is, fine. And then, of course, the 2 expensive cards here are the Demonic Rage and Lightning Blade. Just both being epic, so you'll need Lightning Blade when you're doing buffs. But Demonic Rage, you don't have to include it. I do think it's a good inclusion, but again, not an absolute necessity at the beginning here. Other than that, everything is pretty much a basic or common, so if you guys, are starting players, you should have at least most of this deck already in your possession. Maybe not all the commons, but, yeah, you should have most of this deck. Jump, is there anything you want to comment? I know you before you wanted to, if I had anything to, throw in.
No, just that we're trying to get a lot of draw with this deck, and the rest of it is buffs. And something to note, if you haven't seen the previous video, is that there are only 12 units, and it's mostly just to provide some draw with Lumberjack or something to use Grotesque Offering on, but the main focus is for the castles to fight each other, not for the units. And
you'll see that as we get into our matchups. I will also leave the first video, probably actually linked down below. I know I normally throw it up on like an icon in front of your screen, but if you do want to visit the first part, again, I recommend hitting that description down below to get the link for the first video, because these matches are very enjoyable, especially if you just want to break from the normal ranked matches. It's a totally just wacky game mode that I think is a fun addition. Even if it's not an official edition, I think it's a fun one. So Jump, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's hop into those matches.
Oh, I've got it. Okay.
Right.
So, is there anything we should be mulliganing for? Trying to replace all of them to just get as many wins as possible?
As many units or early draw as possible in your hand, because you don't want the buff spells to just... Oh, wow.
Right.
You don't want the buff spells to just sit in their hand because they clog your hand. If you don't have a unit, you can't really use them. So I try to mulligan for units or whatnot. And see it with the rat as well. A lot of people actually sometimes question why I threw the rat in here. Just as a thing with the rat, he does need to be in this deck so you have something to target. Because a lot of the buff spells won't actually work if you don't have a target. Or because sometimes you'll have an Arcanon out, or an opponent will have an Arcanon out, but you won't be allowed to use a spell if you don't have a rat. So he's purely there so you have a spell target. Another thing, as we continue on to this matchup, I see the rat down there. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but one of the rules with this game mode is that we actually can't attack castles with other units.
Yeah, that was just habit moving it to that position.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I was ready to sacrifice anyway.
Okay. Also, not sponsored. I'm gonna. At this point, I've already drank 2 times on camera, so I might as well. Yoo-hoo, not sponsored. If it's apparently, I learned it's not a Canadian thing today, so I'm just saying. Oh my. All right. You know what? Fine. We're doing this. We're doing this. Bro. I mulliganed saying like look for draw in early units, and as soon as I mulliganed, I pulled all
Ooh.
3 shamans. Ridiculous. Oh hey, I can do
That's a
that
good
too.
one.
I can do that too. And again, the point is that you do want at least you want one player to have all 3 Nords, because that is the idea. You want to get again your Nords on this board. Oh hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I just came over for handshake.
You mind if my brother joins?
Is it the weird one or the cool one?
It's the derpy looking one. Let's say, is his eyes open? I really don't want to be offensive with Shaman, but like, I don't know what his eyes are doing.
Well, his quote is from it's from what's that game? Oh shoot, I'll get it in a moment. So if I have Spear Strike, I should be playing that for draw. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or should I just pass my turn?
I mean, if you want to save it for your Arcanon, because again, that kind of go to a castle power up, but it's totally up to you.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
it's legal. It is legal if you want to play it on a unit, if that's what you're saying. All right.
I don't mind.
You want to meet my other brother now? I told you I pulled all 3 shamans.
Oh, I got a good one.
Oh shoot! And see, at this point, we are getting. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I can do that.
Ah, the game is Age of Empires.
Ah.
For anyone who played that game back in the day.
All right, I'm just gonna bully your shaman in the corner here. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, the what's his name? The priest in Age of Empires would convert opponents' units to your side, kind of like converting their religion.
Ah, I got you.
But it had this kind of laughable sound effect, and it would play every time you converted a guy, and that's what he said was "Wololo."
I got you. All right. So I have Arcanon out, and here's where things can get interesting. Right now, I think I have too many shamans on the board to actually utilize one of these damn spells. Oh, who went? Oh, the castle supposedly went back.
Yeah, or my own guy who can't move. Who knows?
Oh, I mean, I would have been able to see him move. I think just based on where the card was played.
It's a mystery. So
I think at this point,
should I be attacking your guy so that?
Yeah, we can get rid of some of these shamans here.
All right.
Just so that way it's easier. Because I don't want to have these guys run on the board here. And now here's where things get rough too. Because I could do. Here, I'll just do a demonstration. I could show you like. Oh shit. Oh.
That's a strong pirate ship in the sky.
Stop! God, you know what? Alright, we're done. We're done with that. And that's permanent too, so of course he's not going anywhere. Oh, hello.
So I'll just get rid of your guy.
Yeah, if you want to. And your castle can actually attack my shaman, but that's totally up to you.
No.
He already knows, like, I'm not going to attack you. Damn it.
My castle loses health.
Yeah.
Oh.
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 This sounds so stupid. God damn it, Archie.
Alright.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, 2 in a row.
Yeah, we gotta do it, man. You gotta. I mean, technically, your castle. Well, I don't. No, I'm not able to beat your castle yet.
No.
Oh, thank you.
Let's try again.
Okay. Yeah, I probably should have traded that lumberjack initially. Oh well. Alrighty, I'm not trading him. It's fair enough.
Well.
And again, it's just the total random. Yeah. Get so much out of this. Yeah, there we go. Let's keep building, boys. Keep building. No.
It's
sad.
It's a beefy boy.
It's a beefy Archie. Yeah, and sometimes like I don't know, one of the matches me and Derek did with this, it was just like we kept buffing this one Arcanon to like an
Oh,
extreme proportion. Oh, look
well,
at that. I like that.
okay, well,
Oh no.
I think we have a winner here.
I mean, I have to get to your castle, and I don't think I can yet. Oh. Oh.
Holy crap!
I think this is the highest we've gotten so far. Oh, but here
Well,
comes sudden death. If I move, I think at any point. Oh,
oh,
that's the one that
can
lands on
I
your castle.
can I knock back your castle?
I believe you can.
That's not good.
Yeah.
We should get rid of that card.
I mean, we had it for draw.
Here, I'm gonna sacrifice my lumberjack to your castle.
Fair, fair. I mean, listen, if I can pull off this next play. Oh,
All right.
time to die. Oh, that was
Yep.
a big castle. I wanted to let it go
All right.
longer, but it would have just lost health. Oh, that was a beefy round. Beefy
Yeah,
round.
it's a big boy.
36. Well, 36-31 after the trade. But you know what? That's fine. All right. So match 1 in the books here. Victory goes to Beefy Princess Castle. Let's go ahead and jump into match number 2 though, and see if I can make it 2 for 2. 2 for 2. That's the phrase. Anyway, match number 2. Alrighty. So match number 2. I think I'm looking good. How about you, Jump?
I've got a shaman, a winds,
Oh, he's just gonna tell me his hand.
and a ready boy. Yeah, I mean,
Alright,
you're gonna
well-
see him real soon.
Well, can my lumberjack trade with that ratty boy? If you don't mind, I need the draw.
Um,
What you mean,
Yeah. I suppose so.
I mean, unless you have a grotesque, but no.
I don't.
That's fair.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
I don't know if you ever saw it in the deck showcase of the
Discord?
Discord. Yeah. But I had a deck that I made that was every card had a random effect, except for about 2, I think.
Oh, I think I did see that. I do want
But
to. I think that'd be another fun deck. I think me and Monger did it a while ago, like in terms of just a lot of card effects that were just completely random, and that would dictate a lot of how the match went. But yeah, I really want to try that sometime soon again. I don't know, maybe more video ideas.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I have to find more people who wanna. I mean, now that I say this, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of people, but yeah, I'm always looking for people to come on to the channel and just play a couple rounds, because I mean that's what we all like to do here, right?
It's fun to just play the stupid cards sometimes.
It really is. Like
Like-
Santa, what a card! What
I
a
do.
lottery card.
I do like to no, Santa's I mean it's a lottery card, but
I mean,
I
listen,
did
you
want-
can go for like a Santa that brings out like an ice weaving to like a Craxus, and you're not gonna tell me like that's not the definition of like a lottery right there.
right.
Oh, jeez.
He's completely lottery. I wanted my random deck to be at least a little bit competitive,
That makes sense.
and the goal was to try and get it to 3K stars, because
I got you.
that's kind of the requirement to put it in the showcase.
I mean, it's kind of like an unspoken one at that point. Like
Right.
to put a deck in the showcase, you got to have like at least that kind of experience, but that's not for that specific deck. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are a
Yeah.
badge 30 player, then yeah, go ahead. But no, I guess that's like maybe that's more of an unspoken. Oh, come on, bruh.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
That's okay. Thank you,
One for each of us.
and one for your shaman,
And
and one for Archie.
Yeah.
We gotta spread the love here. The question is, can I make the okay? Well, Archie.
You can kill my guy if you want fewer targets.
I mean, I don't know how what your hand is looking like, so I don't know if you need the target.
Archie's just collecting. No, I used all mine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I keep the shaman out because he's just hogging it. Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. All right. So right now, my castle looks to be the beefier of the two, but that could change. You never know. All right. So,
All right.
I don't think I can. Yeah.
If you kill my guy, then you don't have a target.
Yeah.
Do you have another target in hand?
No.
No. Okay, I'll keep yours until
Yeah.
until you've got a unit to play.
Okay. Thank you, Archie. Okay. Thank you again. I guess you can. There we go. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fair. Although both of you guys have Inferno, so you better like keep them back. Well, unless if you put your lumberjack near Archie, is that not how
No.
I completely plank on
It
how
won't.
Inferno works sometimes because I know the pillar will just light up all your boys, but like no, you could do self Inferno.
Yeah, you can self Inferno. Yeah. Well, unless that happens.
Unless that happens.
All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Hey.
Oh, nope.
Oh.
That's the beefiest guy right now.
What the hell, Archie? You greedy bastard.
You kill my shaman. Or my lumberjack.
I'll kill a lumberjack for draw. So you can get a card. Stop! Archie!
It's like your castle last round.
God. I swear, this boy needs to learn a lesson. I mean, we still need to move these castles closer to each other, though. That's another problem.
Yeah, we'll get there.
None of us have the... Okay. Did you need the target?
Nope.
Oh, you got another one. Fair.
And I've got this one, too.
Mm-hmm. Although I did kind of need... You know what? It's alright. I'm gonna run this boy up anyway. Huh! Oh, I probably shouldn't have... Alright! You're still gonna take it anyway.
No!
Jesus. We're just gonna leave that alone. Just gonna. Oh, bye, rat. I was thinking about killing your shaman, but I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Because I just you just burned yourself. Does mine actually have? Oh, my castle has knockback. Oh. Oh no. All right. Liking that. Liking that. Alright, and we still haven't gotten into... God. Alright, you know what, Archie? You know what you want to do? Fine. You want to do that? No? Well, alright. Well, we... Oh, now we have 2 knockback. Oh, I mean, if I get my castle strong enough, it's not going to matter if I can finish off it in one hit or so. I'm just gonna move this rat to...
My castle really doesn't want to...
Castle doesn't want to die?
Get anything.
Oh no, your airship is just completely, like, not having it.
A random target's not me. That's what my castle says.
How much knockback do I have on this? I have 3 knockback on this castle. Oh, okay. Alright, I mean, you got the shaman. Got the shaman again.
Okay, now I actually do need a unit.
Oh, no.
I killed my own.
Alright, well, the only move I could actually play right now is just that.
I wonder if it's even possible to have a castle war where you don't draw enough wins.
Maybe. I know me and Derek always found the wins, though. How much cards are we up to? We only have...
Well, we've got 20 left, so...
Yeah, and we are drawing some of them, too. And by the time we go through them, we're also getting a bunch of buffs, too, so...
No, they just go to Archie.
No, not that time.
No, then they all go to you.
Oh.
I think you've rigged this game.
What do you mean I've rigged this game?
Yeah, no, see... This game is produced by, it's a Red Team Games, is that it?
Oh my god.
It's a conspiracy.
Listen, Derek won the last 2 out of the 3 on the
Yeah.
previous video, so you can't tell me it's rigged. I would have rigged it the first time, if anything. It's just a new environment for you. That's the thing.
Right. Yeah. What happened to beginner's luck?
Oops, doesn't exist. As I move you closer and closer. Alright, so now we're actually just waiting on the cards to come. So if he's got a wins...
I just drew one.
Oh, shit. Both of us need to play, or at least one more wins. Either of us need to play a wins at this point. Instead, Archie took the nearly 48 buff worth. I can't even speak properly. It's just insane how much buffs he's got. Ugh.
There was a discussion about what the max possible attack would be.
I think the max possible is like at least 100 plus or something like that, right?
Well, for sure. I still have 2.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There we go. Hi.
Hey.
Big castles.
I still had 2 demonic rages.
Oh, you did? Oh, so you were trying to sneak up a
if
little
we
buff
each
there.
well, no, I didn't have them in hand.
Oh, all right.
But in the deck somewhere, we each ran 3, and we had a Fenrir, and then those stacked on top of the Fenrir. I'm sure we could get up to 1,000 attack.
I think maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a video for another time. Stay tuned, folks. We're coming up with a bunch of video ideas, like both on and off camera, since we've done this. But anyway, that is the second match in the books. I think we can do one more just for fun, right? I mean, these matches don't take too long, right? All right, let's hop right into our final matchup here. Match number 3. This one I think is just for glory at this point. But anyway, match number 3. All right, match number 3. Jump, how you looking over there?
Not as good.
Oh.
I have no low-cost cards, so it'll be a bunch of passing for a little bit.
I got you. Makes sense. I think same on my end, too. I have a rat in hand, but I don't think I can really play him yet, because there's no point. I also have a Witch Bolt, but I don't want to, like, burn the only unit that you're going to pop out soon. Because that would be bad. Oh, come on out, Shaman. Well, on the bright side, I have all 3 Arcanons in hand.
Oh.
Oh boy.
How do you feel about Shaman in game?
As like an actual
card?
As
an actual card, yeah.
I feel like, to me, I understand why he's valued the way he is, because draw is a pretty big thing, but when I see Shaman at 4 gold, it's kind of just like a little bit of an oof for me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm spending 4 gold, which could be possibly the entirety of my turn, but I'm just putting that towards a draw, you know, and a unit. Of course, the unit's like a 2/4, which is okay. It's not exactly peak level, but you know, I kind of see it as I'm spending 4 gold for the draw, which is it's shaky. Considering that you also have like cards like Divine Knowledge that draw 2 for one less gold. Ooh.
Right. I don't like them at all. I don't use them in any decks because the way I see it, the Shaman has the exact same stats as a
Con Artist.
No. Well, the Con Artist has its own. Yeah, he does, but the Con Artist has its own special abilities, so it's hard to value that.
Yeah.
So he has the same as the Faithful Drake.
Quick question: you need the Shaman alive?
No, kill him.
I'm gonna send him flying.
Whee! Whee!
Yeah. I have Arcanons in hand. I don't know if you have yours.
I just drew my second one, so I've got plenty of units.
You couldn't move him closer so I can get rid of my other Shaman?
Nope.
God damn it.
Stay back.
I'm coming up there. I'm gonna meditate you so hard.
So this will be fun.
Oh. Oh no, what's happening? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, can I just do... Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
It took me a little while. I'm like, wait. But then again, if we have more Arcanons out, it's gonna be harder to target.
If he gets beefy, then
Oh well, we'll see what happens. Oh, oh,
well,
that's a feels bad moment.
gain 2 attack, lose 2 health.
Yeah, that's how that goes. Oh, bye.
See ya.
You
Oh,
should
I
go-
can't even. What?
I
Oh,
mean, what?
nothing.
Oh, all right.
I had a visual glitch.
So, is this gonna be like in terms of playing before like any buffs come out? Are we just gonna smack the Arcanons against each other? Oh,
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 oh.
oh! I don't have a lot of health. Oh
You're
God!
surrounded by 2 big bullies. And
Oh, your castle's getting bigger finally.
that's probably the biggest it's been in all the games.
Stop, Arcanon!
Yeah,
You
3.
freaking bully! He just yoinks my buffs. And now if your Arcanon hits me,
Whew.
I mean, no, they're gonna keep stealing the buffs.
Oh, you know what I can do? I'll sacrifice one of them. There we go, sacrificed.
You sacked my castle. Or whose castle you sacked? Mine or yours? I don't know.
Who knows?
It's always confusing when the card comes out. Like nothing goes away. It's like whose castle was really sacrificed? Oh, see now your cat. Oh no. I saw as soon as the card went down. I'm like, oh no.
Rip.
Ripe.
Oh, you know what? My Arcanon has Inferno now, so if we do need to burn my other one, I can just leave it.
Oh yeah.
I can leave them beside each other.
I'll let that rat just burn real quick. There you go. I don't know. This one you're looking good. I'm not gonna
Crispy
lie.
rat.
Ew.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I thought that went on my castle for like the way it lined up. For a minute, I'm like, oh, but then you just got that. Oh, we're gonna. Oh. Ooh, all right, we're good, boys. We're good. Although we're not that good to be completely honest.
I'm good.
First, we gotta. Yup. Nope. All right, not where we want it. Not where we want it. Not where we want it. God, none of my buffs are landing on my castle. Jump! Did you rig it in like the match in between matches like you talked about?
No.
Oh, okay. God, you got so many things.
I like things.
That. Okay, well. Not much you can say to
that. I'm running out of
I like things.
cards here. Where are the wins?
I got you. Hold on.
Nope.
That does a little bit of damage to my castle, but that's fine. Considering how beefy you're getting anyway, we might end up trading. Or you might just knock my castle down with your big airship.
Oh, I got one.
You got a wins?
I did.
Okay.
And nope, that's not no. Nope, still nope.
Let's say were you gonna trade the shaman into my Arcanon before you actually started doing things? Cause that would have been. Who knows where that buff would have went now?
It's a mystery.
No, I mean I can't do anything about that Arcanon. Cause it's got 32 freaking attack. All right, there we go. We're looking good, boys. Looking good. Got 3 more health, so we're still in this. Even though if I take like 1 hit, I get smacked. Oh, bye.
What 32 health?
All right, fair. Although at this point, if you draw wins, it's pretty much nearly over for me, right? Oh, bye, lumberjack.
Nearly. You say if I draw wins, as if it could actually happen.
I mean, how many cards do we have left? You have 14, and I have 26.
How did that happen?
I think we just had a lot of draw happen. There's not really much else that can be used to explain that. Be gone, Arcanon. Stupid shaman. Alright, well, none of what I wanted went to the place I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got
Prepare
it.
to die.
No, I'm good.
Prepare to die. Oh.
Ooh. I still live, boy. If this works out the way I wanted it to, this could be, we could tie right here. If things go the way. Okay, so just for preference here, or just for just gonna preface this. I have 2 lightning blades right now. I have 2 lightning blades.
All right, one of them's going on my Arcanon. The other one's going on the rat.
How do you
I'm
call
a
that?
wizard.
He's a wizard. Oh, damn it! All right, well, I go out of my
That
own
was
terms.
the greatest moment.
That was the greatest call we've ever seen. Predicting on a field of how many targets do we have out? Like 6 possible targets. He called out the exact 2 in the exact order. That was great.
That was great.
And hey, glory win. Glory win for John.
And I got 1 out of 3.
I would say that's not bad.
Feels
though.
good.
Feels good. You never want to walk away from a video in like full defeat, because that just crushes the soul sometimes.
Yeah, in these highly competitive game modes,
Of Castle Wars. Now I can brag to my friends that I've won Castle Wars.
Yeah, go tell them. Go tell your friend.
Alright, but with that being said, I think it's about time for me and Jump to wrap this video up. Alright folks, with that being said, I hope you did enjoy this little collaboration between, of course, me and Jump. Let me know if you guys want to see more Castle Wars by leaving your comments down in the comments section below if you want to see more of this. Honestly, I think these videos are, like, just interestingly fun, especially when you can, like, make up your own little game modes here. And who knows, there might be more. Me and Jump, of course, you probably heard it. We're talking about the lottery deck. Who knows, we might maybe make something along that line soon if we are feeling up to it. Who knows, maybe it might be on Jump's channel, which, of course, you can follow down in the description below. I will leave a link to him. You can go subscribe, support him, all that kind of stuff. You are making some videos soon, I believe, right, Jump?
Yeah, on the way.
Perfect. As I was in the middle of drinking, I thought you were going to, like, plug yourself a bit more.
Yeah. My videos tend to be a bit shorter. I've done a couple commentaries at this point, and once in a while I like to produce one kind of a bigger, more serious strategic video. So if those things sound interesting to you, check it out.
We were meant to have a collaboration between me and you on your channel too, but that never happened. Well,
no, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there, slowly but surely. But with that being said, guys, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like by hitting that thumbs up button. You share it with friends, and of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Share your support the channel, both me and Jumps, by clicking not only this subscribe button if you scroll down, but of course, go to Jump's channel and hit the subscribe button as well. Show us both some love and support. And yeah, with that being said, Jump, any last words?
Nope.
All right. So for me
thanks
and
for joining
Jump,
us, and bye.
until next time, stay gaming.